Now you see the different blend modes provided in Adobe Premiere. So let's come to the first one, which is normal. So normal is basically the default blending mode, and it edits or paints each pixel to make the result color. So let us check the same in Premiere. So I have imported this footage in Premiere, and if I click here and if I go to FX control, the opacity, when I expand this, it says blend mode, so by default it is normal. So when I click here on this drop down, there are plenty different kinds of opacity blend modes which are available here. So let us check those one by one. And by default, this is the normal blend mode, which is in normal mode. So I would like to create maybe a flat color by in Premiere itself. So what I would do is I would go to my project panel, I would right click new item, and I would say a color matte, and it will be of the same size as my settings, the sequence settings, and okay, then it gives me a color picker tool. One, I would take it as maybe something as a blue kind of thing, a blue shade. It is a flat color, maybe blue matte. The other, I would like to take it as maybe something as something in a reddish kind of tint, red matte. Yeah, so these are my two mattes, red and blue. So let us take this first. So now you can see here it is overlapping with our track 1. So that was our normal mode. Now let's come to the next one, which is dissolve. It says the result color is a random replacement of the pixels with the base color or the blend color, depending on the opacity at any pixel location. So what it basically does, it randomly creates a pixelated kind of view of any flat image or any flat matte or any color placed above the layer. So let us check that. If I click here on dissolve, so now if you check here, there is no effect. It is same as normal. So let us decrease its opacity value, and then we can get the difference, and it will get pixelated. So right now, if you can see, this has been pixelated and it is creating a very pixel kind of view for us, and it is basically randomly selecting that matte, and it is creating those pixels. So I'm just decreasing the opacity of these. This is 0, this is 19. This can be any kind of effect if you want to create, and you can then also decrease it. You can also animate this. Now as we have checked the same with a red matte, let us take this on the previous layer and let us disable this and check the same with image. This is a very good high definition image, and I would select this to dissolve in order to get the difference. So if I select this, if you can notice, this is again creating a random pixelated image. Of our video layer 2, which is the sunrise, the high definition image. So I hope you are able to get the difference. This is my 100%. If I reduce this down to 30 or maybe 25, the layer beneath this is visible, but it is in pixelated format. So yeah, this was dissolve. Now let's check the next blending mode. So our next blending mode is darken. So let us first check what darken does. I would just delete the opacity and make this to 100% back to its original value. And let's come to darken. Darken basically looks at the color information in each channel and selects the base or blend color, whichever is darker, as the result color. Pixels lighter than the blend color are replaced, and pixels darker than the blend color do not change. So let us check this in our software. I would make this to darken. So the moment I click there, if you can see, the image or the pixels or the color values which were in, maybe you can say around in lighter version, they have been darkened here, and the layer, these portion, these which are lighter here, so it is automatically calculating the pixels, the values which are lighter, and it is getting obsolete, and it is getting obsoleted, and the layer beneath it is been revealed, and it is leaving the darker pixels or the darker color values, and those are not getting you can say those are not getting vanished, as it is applying to the overall image. Let's see the same with our red matte. Let's disable this and let's enable this, and I would say it to 100% by making this as darken. So this is again a flat color. So this is overall affecting the same, and it is very linear. I would again get back to this image, or I may get some different image in order. I've recently imported this footage, so if you see this, this is a kind of motion graphics. And what if I import this and make this to darken? I do not want this, and suppose if I make this to darken. So what it is doing is it is making the video more darker, and it is eliminating the portions from the video which are lighter. So yeah, this was our darken blend mode. Let us come back to the next blend mode, which is multiply. What if I click multiply now? So what multiply has done is, the multiply color blend mode looks at the color information in each channel, and it multiplies the base color by the blend color. The result color is always a darker color, and by multiplying any color with black produces black, multiplying any color with white leaves the color unchanged. If we see this, it is providing much darker color, and it is very, the footage has, the final result of the footage is darkened. So let us again disable this and enable this and make this to multiply. So you cannot get the effect here, as it is a flat, very flat image. We would do the same here on multiply, and if you can see here, this is again a different mode, multiply, and it is creating a very darker image. Let us import another lighter image in order to get the difference of multiply. What I would do is I would import this swans footage which we had seen earlier. I would only import the video, and if I go to swans and if I click here on multiply, so you can see the image which is lighter, this portion, this area was lighter, this was darker. So the darker area is not getting affected much, as it is only affecting the lighter area, and the layer beneath this, which is my first footage, this footage is getting revealed. So on the lighter areas, the below layer is getting revealed. This can again be a nice effect while you are editing any kind of video or making any montages or anything kind of thing. It is, you can say, it is also acting as a mask, a very basic one, because the it is revealing this beneath layer. So this was our multiply mode.